When it comes to musical brothers, you've got the Gallaghers, you've got the Jacksons, you've even got Hanson. But the two brothers that I'm going to meet today have been making music together for over 30 years, and they're still going strong. It's Sparks.
Hello, we're Sparks, and it's where it's at.
It's the calm before the storm. Something big is coming soon. Something that will change your tune.
This is Russell Mael from Sparks, obviously speaking about where it's at.
God, it's freezing. We just got off a plane from Los Angeles, and it was like 95 degrees, and it's supposed to be sunny London, and it's not.
The muscle cars are driving way too slow, and everybody's walking on tiptoe.
Probably most bands we've influenced. That's modest. We did an album in 1979 called Number One in Heaven. We were working with synthesizers, and at that time, a lot of people thought it was a strange move for us to make because that kind of format really hadn't been around. And then obviously since then, there's been lots of bands like Pet Shop Boys, Erasure, all the duos that followed that did make use of traditional things and made use of rain and water. Three records. It has to be me. I actually don't know very much about music. Music's not my thing.
He's the fashion element of the duo. Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush, Pretty Vacant by the Sex Pistols, All Blues by Miles Davis. All Blues.
I have a story about one of the Sex Pistols. Thank you.
This is a very depressing story, by the way, if you have any idealistic vision about the punk movement, but go ahead.
Okay, a story about the Sex Pistols by Russell Mael from Sparks. Thank you. I live in Los Angeles now, and I go spinning. And do we all know what spinning is? Spinning is the latest craze in Los Angeles. It's you go to a gym, you get on one of those stationary bicycles, and for 45 minutes you bicycle away as fast as you can to sort of high-powered music, and you sweat and you drip a lot. Who should be in my spinning class regularly but Steve Jones, former Sex Pistol? Thank you. That's my story related to music somehow, since I don't know much about music, but there's a Sex Pistol in my spinning class.
Kind of day when nothing hits the fan. The kind of day when nothing's in demand.
Does everybody have a plaster? I just cut my finger right here.
Okay, the calm before the storm. Okay, we can relate this to his finger problem.
I promise I have no communicable diseases.
You know how he got this bit of blood. Perhaps we could draw an analogy that we were walking here and it was sunny, walking through the park. So that was the calm, and then literally, boom, seconds later, big old storm came, and when that storm came, he tried to open his umbrella, and he got his finger caught in it, and it started bleeding. So the calm before the storm, or him getting a bloody finger. Thank you.
The kind of day when music means Chopin and love is shown by holding hands.
We have a brand new website. We just think that if one is to have a website, it should really make use of the technology that's out there. And for us, so many websites just seem to be kind of static. And in our website, hopefully it reflects a lot about what the band is. So tune in, www.sparksofficialwebsite.com. We couldn't even get our own name. We've trademarked the name Sparks for 27 years. So we go to set up a website with our own name and we can't even get it. How's that for justice?
It's the calm before the storm. Something big is coming soon.
Mostly porno sites, I guess, would be the favorite websites. I don't know, because there's really not much else on the web but porno and Sparks official website, really. I don't know, just try to go to ones where they can't trace you back and get arrested after you've been on it. No, I'd rather not, like, kind of publicize any of the sites, but ours is a clean site, though. Go on our site and there's no real porn, other than seeing Ron's mustaches, and however you want to construe that.
And everybody's talk is monotone.
Well, the only pet we ever had was a dog named Cody, because he looked like a Kodiak bear, and my mother's maiden name is Moskowitz, so it'd be Cody Moskowitz.
And everybody's look is monochrome. And everybody's life has been postponed.
I really hate talking about the past because I think one reason we've been able to sustain ourselves so long is that we're only really concentrating on the present. But one thing about the 70s that was stronger than the 90s was that the media was more open as far as radio, and was more open to more different kinds of music. I don't think an old song of ours was "This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us." I don't think that would ever be something that would ever be accepted nowadays.
And everybody's look is monochrome. And everybody's life has been postponed.
He always beat the crap out of me when I was young, just because
Some things never change.
he was the older brother, and so he was allowed to beat me up. So
He gets pampered more, when you're the younger brother. But I got piano lessons early, so my musical career started before his.
The loudest sounds a dial tone. It's the calm before the storm.
sweet.
But I don't really describe anybody as sweet, because it kind of, even if somebody is in a general way sweet, when you call them sweet, it's kind of, they automatically become something a little bit repellent,
Something that will change your tune. It's the calm before the storm.
Well, politics is a hard thing to discuss with anybody, actually. We're really happy to be in Britain right now because we're missing both the Republican and the Democratic convention, so that's a reason to be joyful about nothing much other than music that really kind of connects us.
And he reads and stuff like that. I don't read at all. I've got nothing to talk about. So I don't read, and like I said earlier, I don't know much about music. So.
False sense of security, shown to be a forgery.
Well, for 10 minutes when he first got his hair cut off, when we moved to England, and he slicked it back, and I thought, oh my God, there goes. We had a really good thing going, this band, and then he went and got his hair cut off.
We really thought that what we were doing was something really special musically, and I think more so than the mustache, but just the image, I think, is something that got in the way of people being able to take us for being more than just a musical band. And we expected there to be a whole bunch of art intellectuals coming to see us, and it turned out that there were mostly kind of screaming girls.
It's the calm before the storm. The calm before the storm.
We got on the plane. We were up in the air for about an hour, and all of a sudden you heard the tune. It was going from the back of the airplane, and then you go, well, somebody knows. Somebody thinks we're famous anyway. It was one steward on British Airways. So that was the sign we knew it was happening.
Something big is coming soon.
The number one rule on public transport in Los Angeles is do not make eye contact with anybody, or you die.
It's the calm before the storm.